Good morning all. So we are going to start with a new chapter, variation. You have learned about variation in grade 10, and as the word indicates, variation means it is differences. So variation here is like the differences among the individuals of the same species. It's known as variation. Same like human beings, we are the same species, human being. So there are lots of differences you can see among these individuals. So that is known as variation. So the variation is differences among the individuals of the same species. We call it as variation. Okay. So the reasons for variations can be of three kinds. Some may be genetic. Okay. Genetic variation because of genes. Example, we can say it as the blood groups. Blood groups, there are 4 blood groups, A, B, and O. This, the environment or the food or your nationality or anything, nothing can be done on the blood group. It is purely by genes. Only the genes can determine the blood group. So this is one of the reasons of variation, genetic variation. And another one is environmental variation. Environmental variation, example, because of environment, even though the same species, we can see some differences because of the environment. I think if you check human beings, those who are living in high altitudes, okay, or where the light is less, places where they are getting less sunlight, you can see their skin will be wrinkled, is it? So even though we are the same species, there will be some differences according to the environment. Another example, we can say Arctic hare. It's having the color of the fur is white. This is because Arctic means, it is covered by snow, ice. So it has to escape from its predators. That is why it is having the same color of snow. So the predators won't recognize them. Okay. And so this we can say Arctic hare fur. And the third one is a combination of genetic and environment. For example, okay, it's a combination of genetic plus environmental. Example is height or weight. Usually, people are like a normal height. Most of them are having a normal height for their age, is it? But sometimes, some people, if they are not given enough protein food at the time of their growth, they are growing at a certain age, the growth will be very high. The physical growth and weight and everything will be very high, and that is very fast, and that is known as growth spurt. So at that age, sometimes if we are not getting enough nutritious food, what happens to the height? Maybe standard, not to the normal level, but we cannot say it as dwarf. And weight. Some people, those who are having rich food, they will become obese, very fatty. But some of them, if they are not getting enough food, they will be like less than their normal weight. For example, some children, those who are not getting at a smaller age, if they don't get enough carbohydrate, protein, they have some diseases like marasmus, kwashiorkor. These people will be underweight for their ages. So this is one kind of variation or one reason for variation. Okay. So there are 3 reasons. Some variation can be because of genetic reasons, some may be environmental, and some may be a combination of both genetic and environmental. Okay. And there are 2 different types of variation. Okay. They are, one is continuous and another is start off with discontinuous, then it will be easy for you to understand. Discontinuous means, this is an example of discontinuous variation, but this is an example of continuous variation. So can you differentiate, can you define them? Discontinuous variation means they will have only fixed number of variations. Okay, see here, only 4 different kinds. Okay, and mostly because of genetic only, because of the genes only. So discontinuous variation means they have only fixed number of variations. There is no overlapping, and it is because of gene only. And continuous variation means this is because of genes and also because of environmental factors. Okay, and you can see here height. You cannot say a 15-year-old boy must have this much height, a 15-year-old girl must have this much height. It's not like that. You can see a range of height, maybe 155.1, 155.2, like that. You can see a range of height for an age. So there are lots of overlapping in continuous variations. So hope you got the difference between discontinuous and continuous. So continuous is as a result of both genetic and environmental. Okay, and discontinuous is because of only genetic reasons. Now I will move on to continuous, the reasons for genetic reasons of continuous variation. Okay, genetic reason of continuous variation. Example, we will take the skin color. Okay, you know that people are having different colors. Is it? The skin color can be of different. For skin color, actually, usually one set of genes, one gene is controlling one character. A single gene is controlling one character, pair of alleles. But there are some characters, it is controlled by many genes. So it is known as polygenes. Example is skin color. Okay, so polygenes means some characters, it is controlled by not a single gene, controlled by many genes, so it is known as polygenes. Example, skin color. Okay, you know that skin color is because of a pigment called melanin. When the melanin is more, the person becomes more dark. Okay, and there is a gene. There are many genes for controlling this melanin, to produce melanin. So skin color because of melanin. Okay. So to produce melanin, a lot of more than 3 genes. It is controlling the production of melanin. Okay. So that is why it's known as the polygenes. So we will just see how it is. Okay. Suppose a dark person or black person, he is having lot of melanin, and I told you there are many genes controlling it. We will take only 2 genes. Okay, that means 4 alleles. So a black person is having 2 genes, and a white person is having, there is a C like this. Okay, so there are 2 genes, and here also 2 genes. Okay, so the phenotype is black, here white. So look at the first generation, it will be, from here it will be A and B. So you know at the time of gamete formation, it will become haploid cells, and here it is